Hello, how is everybody doing today? I just saw that the creator of Gdevelop Park, the game that's inspiring the book game I'm making, they actually liked one of my tweets about a game, about the menu that I've been working on. So they've seen it. That makes me feel like I'm cool now. I'm a cool cat. What the heck? Okay, so today we're gonna be working on. There we go. I realized this music's probably too loud. You probably didn't even hear me. So what I said before is the creator of Gdevelop Park, which inspired this game, liked a tweet of me posting something about this game. So I feel kind of special right now. So today what we're going to be doing is, okay, so kind of an announcement too. So we're going to be doing some game dev this afternoon. And tonight I'm going to experiment on my gaming channel of doing a stream at night. I used to do 2 streams on Tuesdays, one in the afternoon. I would do art or whatever, but it was mainly art at the time. And I would do gaming at night. I'm going to experiment trying that again. We will see how far I get. Or if I actually hate it, because like it's been a while since I've done this. I don't really like streaming when people are around. This is more of a I'm embarrassed thing, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So viewer bought me a game they want me to try, so I'll probably try that tonight as my test. And if I don't like the game, I have other things I can play. I have tons of games I can play, so. And if I do like it, I want to try and get Fur Fighters to work. It's a super old game. God knows if I could actually get it to work, but I will try. Anyway, let's get started here. Okay, so there was a bit that I've done. It doesn't look like a lot, but I've done a bit. So, I've decided to make the background a pin board. This was not my original idea. Actually, my friend thought that might be a cool idea, so we went with that. We're gonna switch to a less... Okay, that's nice enough. So... My friend thought of the pin board, so credit to them. might need to turn this up and turn the music down a little. Okay. This is meant to represent the like locked rooms. I say in air quotes because how I'm approaching this game, right, is there will be, how do I explain this? There will be a demo. I want to make it big enough to be considered a demo. And if I am sick and tired of working on it, the game is done. It'll just stay as a demo. If I still like the game after I have completed the demo enough to make a full big version, then I will work on it further. But until then, nah. I'm just making a demo. Okay, so if you click on this, it takes you here. This is just for me. There's a bug where it'll say there's bugs here, but there are none. So I'm not even gonna bother with having this here. This is more for me. And I made it where there's multiple difficulties and a cancel button. So if we get an ant, see, this is faster. So I made the multiple difficulties for the bar. I have this here, which is a test area. And this is going to be for the circular version of this. It's going to be the same concept for every version of this, but it's just going to be a different shape and like different timing. So that way it's a little more like diverse in what you have to do. And I discovered that you can use tweens and variables to loop the tweens. The angle thing isn't really working out. I'll figure out the angle thing when I have the proper image, which I will show you my concept art in a second. But this is what we got. So this is going to be a flower. And this is actually going to be like a curved line. But we're not going to worry about making that, program that until I have the curved line, because it's going to be a vine. So I have this looping, which I basically programmed an animated loop with tweens. Okay, we have that. I've done a lot since we streamed last, which means I like the game, because I like the other game. I like the bunny game, but it was just so stressful. I'm enjoying making this and like learning a lot instead of feeling stuck. Let me find the concept art. Did I post it somewhere? I did. Okay, so I'm gonna download this. Which one is this? This is Vine Game. Okay. Then we have bar. And we're gonna save this one. Flower. Okay. So let me pick this up. Alright. So I've basically designed all 3 areas. I was gonna try and make it all one scene. Frick that. I'm gonna make it 3 different scenes because I want it to actually be not torture for me. So the commonality is you're gonna have the same mini game, just going in a different way. So this is going to be the one we have right now with the bar. Where's so this will be this. Will be a log with leaves, and then I'm gonna like spawn. I might have it where the leaves randomly spawn on this one. That would be fun. And then for this one, I'm gonna have a flower randomly spawn on a vine. And this one for the circle, the bug will be in the middle of the flower, and it'll just go around in a circle. And I'll have like some kind of like nice little blurred background for this. The commonality for all this will be a similar type of game, and also a magnifying glass will be the thing that goes around in circles and like follows stuff and things. So yeah. So now that I know how I want this to look, we're gonna start putting it together, which means I have to start making art for it. So first things first, I need to decide how I'm gonna do this one, because I like the idea. I close this right. I'm still talking about it because I'm dumb. I like the idea of the magnifying glass. Problem is I want it to be a bar that gets smaller back and forth, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about with that. I mean, I could make it a wider magnifying glass, make it like an oval, and smaller and smaller till it's like a normal one or something. I'm not sure. But before I figure that out, I'm gonna make the actual log for this. So let me make sure my saving and everything will be in the right area. So let's see. How long do I want the log to be? 1380 by 50 sounds... No, 1380 by 150. That's good. Okay, and then we're gonna save as... Yeah, I'm in the wrong thing. I don't want to show that stuff. That's somebody else's stuff I'm making. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do catching scene scenes log scene 1. Okay. I accidentally named that leg instead of log. Oops. Okay. Hello, how are you? I mean, I don't particularly like them, but they are what they are. I didn't really into Crocs. I don't get the appeal. I mean, the little charms are fun, but like I think they're ugly as frick. I would honestly, if someone gave me a bunch of Croc charms, I would just cut the little peg off that pops it in, and then I would glue a little like pin back on it and use them as pins. I wouldn't. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go for like a branch. Shouldn't I have shrink plastic? I technically could do that. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, we need to like... So here's the thing. I want some leaves to be pointing up and some leaves to be pointing down, so I'm probably going to have to break down my randomly spawned thing. And I'm going to have to make it even smaller. Like, I have to, like, cut that in half and do more. You missed me having to ban 2 people after you left the little kitty stream. One person essentially called me a loser, and another person was just being gross. So they had to go. I like warm colored wood, so we're gonna do that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the wood texture a separate layer so I can easily just paint bucket the color in. Good God, those are hideous, but if you like them, go for it. It looks like if you got a sponge with an identity crisis and told him he's a shoe now. That's what that looks like. And he just decided, you know what? I'm a shoe now, and my life is bad, but at least someone can just find some use for me. I'm used to feeling stepped on anyway. That's what that shoe tells me. I'm sorry. That is such an ugly shoe, but if you like it, good for you. It's your feet. So my brain tells me I should be able to do all 3 scenes today, and my lot, and that's like the people pleasing, gone through a lot of hell part of my brain. The logical part of my brain says you probably won't even get 1 scene done today. So there's that. Because there will have to be more programming happening today. Also, apparently the Silk Song soundtrack's going to be available on the release of the game. Which I really want it, but I don't want to spoil the music for anyone. I realized my notifications aren't on, and I missed texts. Let me turn those back on. I am quite enjoying the art style of this game, though. I'm really liking the, like, pencil-y, storybooky look. And they added texture instead of like using more colors, just using some texture with a pencil brush to like add shadow. I like that. You see, the key would be to get me to talk to people I don't know in a call. I'm in a game dev server for about a year now, and I think I've gone into the voice chat once. Maybe twice. I just don't talk to people. I have 2 people in the past, how old am I? 15 years that I actively will go on call with. I streamed without voice, partially not because I wanted to, because I was forced to. I streamed without voice until a couple years ago. I streamed for years without voice. Yeah, I'm not good at teamwork. My friend and I, we play Left 4 Dead, and we both kind of just rush off and do our own thing, and then we're like, oh, frick, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Oh, yes, I love how this looks. Okay. At first, I wasn't sure about the branch, and now I like the branch. The branch is lovely. Love the branch. Loving the lovely branch. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so first thing we are replacing is this ugly yellow bar. Okay. Not sure how I feel about the hard edge, but I could always change it. That is such an ugly shoe. I wanted to just go for a second. I saw the shoe again. Now I'm just angry. That's such an ugly shoe. Okay, so what I need to do... Yes, ugly shoe. Very ugly shoe. It looks like if you got a crock and you like put it in the oven and it melted. It looks horrible. Okay, so... Because of sea material. Oh God, it actually is what I said. I wonder if they actually did use like sea sponges. Because it looks like if a sea sponge and a Swiss cheese had a baby and then you put it in the oven and it melted, it looks awful. Excuse me. Okay, so I do want it to do this. The main thing is I need this to be a separate thing. Okay. Because I want some leaves to point up and some leaves to point down. So what we're gonna do... We're gonna reuse Phaeline, that's what we're gonna do. Algae, really? Really? How the frick did they make a shoe out of algae? That's impressive, honestly. Okay, I'm in the middle of a train of thought, but I need to know. Extract the oils to create a biodegradable polyurethane foam. This foam is mixed with pigments imported to molds. Really? See, this is what we need science to be doing, not the weird trash that they have us paying for, like that shrimp that was on a treadmill. Like, why are we paying for I mean, he was having a great time, but why were we paying for the shrimp on the treadmill? Where was he going? Please tell me you've seen this stupid thing my government paid for, which was a shrimp on a treadmill. Please tell me you've seen the shrimp on the treadmill. It's so dumb, everyone needs to know. I have been evangelizing this shrimp that's on the treadmill. I just... Why is there a shrimp on the treadmill? Yeah, for some reason, they thought we need to be paying for this. Where is this gonna give me an ad first? It's a shrimp on a treadmill. Like, there's no real... Look at this. We paid for that. My tax dollars back when I worked paid for this. I don't even want to know. There's a version of this where it's going to Eye of the Tiger. I know, he is having a great time. He's doing an amazing job. He's far more athletic than I am. I mean, he's doing amazing, sweetie, but, like, why did we have to pay for it? I don't want to pay for a shrimp on a treadmill. Not the slow-mo! Well, yeah, you get the point. He was on a treadmill. I don't know why he was on the I don't know why we were researching that. Like, okay, fine, whatever, I guess. Okay. Some of this stuff is, like, overwhelming me, so some of this needs to go. Okay, bug catching. Okay. So... Okay, is this the reason why? No, it is not. Okay. Okay, I hardly changed anything, so we're gonna undo what we did do. Okay, so making it the same object but two different things makes the whole thing explode. What we're gonna do then, I guess, because I don't even know what that is. I'll probably know it if I hear it. Let me see. You can do it, Chrome. No, I want the... The good Lord does go with everything. Is this one of those stupid the world's gonna end if we don't start using paper straw movies? What is this? Of course, everything pandemonium will ensue. What the frick's going on here? That's ridiculous. That's dumb. Song's catchy though. Oh God. Okay. Oh. Why is it... What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. I know I did. Pick a random... Okay, this is a spawn up, so it shouldn't even... What the frick? Why are you picking the wrong one? Down. Up. You're literally picking the wrong object. Yeah, that's... I don't know why we spent 15,000 on that. Why are you spawning there? Okay. Spawn up is literally disabled. Everything else is spawn down. Spawn down. Okay, now I'm really curious. Now I really... Okay, wait. Put you here. What the frick are you doing? What? The frick are you doing? What are you doing? Let me see. Aha! I figured it out. It's spawning in the center point of the other one. So even though I'm picking the random one of that, it doesn't matter. Okay, I figured it out. I was like, what the frick are you doing? Okay. So now when I disable you, or enable you, I suppose. Okay, why are you spending a bunch of them? But the top one is working fine. So we're going to disable you and focus on you some more, because obviously you're still going through it. This is a trigger once. One thing's different is they're random in range. Is this the problem? I guess it doesn't like 0. No, more like God made Australia, and he knows why, but he still wants to ask, why are you all moving there? That's what it's more like. No, not just because spiders. It's because Australia... Something wrong with it. I don't understand why I want to live there. Okay, so... You know, there's no dumb questions. What happens if I rotate this? Oh, it does work if I rotate it. I didn't actually expect it to. Okay, that's kind of a lot, but okay, let me see. How big of a leaf do I think would be good? Do 40 by 65. Or let's do 50 by 80. do you flip vertically? That's rude. You can't flip horizontally? That's dumb. Okay, first of all, I fricked up somewhere. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. Unless you want to get like kicked. Yeah, I saw that. I think I seen him in some stuff. I feel like he was in Walker, Texas Ranger. I could be wrong about that. I seen him in something. Let me see. I definitely know I've seen him in something. Okay. Oh, he was in Murder, She Wrote. Okay, I definitely seen him in that then because I love Murder, She Wrote. The fact that I don't see Walker, Texas Ranger. What, he was in Twilight? Oh, wow. I haven't seen Riverdale. I might have seen him in, like, reviews for Riverdale. His face is so recognizable. There's no way it's only Murder, She Wrote. I haven't seen any of these movies, so. Hey, buddy. What you doing, Junimo? I don't know. Maybe it was just... Murder, She Wrote. I don't know how I recognize the face from just Murder, She Wrote, but I'll go me. I didn't watch Twilight. I didn't watch Dance. I don't know what Dance with Wolves is either. I always thought Twilight was stupid. I was a child when Twilight came out, and I was like, huh? I only know as much as I do about Twilight because I've watched so many people who have watched Twilight telling me what happened in Twilight, and every time I see a different review they added more information I didn't already know, and I was like, good God, this is dumb. And I love the debates. Is Bella the problem? Is Edward the problem? Is Jacob? No, they're all the problem. My condolences. Does she make you watch it? I'm sorry if you have to watch it. That's tragic. Oh, God, that's awful. Prayers. Okay, you know what? For me to properly, like, get this to work, I'm gonna make the magnifying glass. Excuse me. How big should I make this magnifying glass? Let's see. Because we're constructing the scene, right? So why am I using this when I need the actual one? This needs to be this size. At the very least, right? Let's do 130 by 40. Let's try that. Okay, other way. 30 by 40. Actually, let's make it wider so the magnifying glass. Let's do 130 by 80. Yes. Okay, so I'll like ink over it, outline it, whatever. Okay, Frozen was good. Frozen 2, it was a pretty movie. They had ideas that were interesting, but they didn't even let you sit with the emotions. Like, oh frick, I'm the reason my parents died. They were actually going to do this instead of like going to like a little event thing. Oh frick, I'm devastated. Oh, we're on to the next scene. Didn't even let us feel anything. I was like, wow, guys. All that hype for that movie, and you couldn't even let us feel anything. The other one was great because it made you, like, feel stuff. It's a children's movie. Yeah, children are not as stupid as people think they are. You could have let them sit with emotions for a bit, but nah, it's okay. Okay, that's way too much. Maybe 3? Yeah. Actually, wait, no. We're gonna... You know what? Maybe it is from Twilight. Because I've watched a lot of Twilight reviews. Was he important in Twilight? Let me see. Let me see what he looks like in Twilight. I'm thinking about it. I've watched way too many Twilight reviews. I'm convinced I've seen him in something else, but I don't know what the frick it is. Maybe? Maybe that's how I know. No, he looks... That's not it. Maybe it's not that. I don't know. I haven't seen most things that everyone has seen. I don't even know what that is. Unless my dad put it on and I just never knew what it was called, I have not seen it. Thanks, Spencer the wolf. I like wolves. I also respect wolves. Let's not piss off the big giant dog with fangs. I probably will forget this movie exists by the end of the day, so if you want to. I feel like the dog probably dies. Sounds like an old movie. I'm gonna pull a Neva and just take out the pooch. Poor pooch. Good God. we have landscaping guy, so I'm gonna be muted for a minute while he goes away. Okay, they're further away. It should be okay now. I would hope, I think. Yeah, poor Two Socks. I had a feeling Two Socks gets taken out Let me see. What's this dance with? You know what? I'm gonna look this up, and I guarantee you, I know it's old. Oh, it's based off a book. Of course, it's sad. It's newer than I expected, to be honest. I expected it to be in the 60s. Okay, it's the 90s. But you know, the 90s were also fricked up. I feel like I also recognize this guy. Long time these fricks are back again with the... Oh, come on. Poor Two Socks. Yeah, this music's how I feel about the stupid landscaping people making noise. I mean, they're just doing their job, but like their job is hindering me. Let me see. What did I have in the other one? I had 2 leaves, right? Yeah, so we're gonna... Ah! Hopefully they're finally gone. Doesn't come back. It's getting on my nerves. Thank you for the follow. Hello, how are you? I wouldn't say I have a very good customer service voice. I feel like I should go back to writing dual stream on my Twitch and YouTube thing, just so people know I'm not talking to myself. Because I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. But it sounds like I have paranoia and I'm just talking to myself. And the voices in my head that talk back. Okay, we might be getting a little too tight with the lines. This looks better if it's a little more loose. Yeah, that's better. Forget to ask when people follow how they found me. If they were just scrolling, they found me on Blue Sky or Twitter. I still need to do that depressing meme. This is just where my brain wants to be right now, though. Also procrastinating because I have to use One-Shot and I don't have access to that old version of Adobe anymore and I ain't paying for it, so. So we're gonna turn off the lines for now. Oh yeah, that's a my fault thing. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Let's fix this up. Let's add some shading with some hatching. this last leaf. Junimo, I can't see. You're being bad. Where are you going? What plastic are you trying to find? 'Cause I know you're not trying to be cute. You're trying to find plastic. Okay, export PNG. Spawn point, I guess. Okay. And now we're going to make this. Gonna add you. Okay, so I want to make a point for about here. Okay. Oh dear. I might have freaked out, but that's okay. We're gonna. let's see how awful that looks. Okay, he's spawning in like the right area, kinda. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, where... Let me see. Okay, bug. Why are you going so stupidly high, you dumb bug? You are literally a butterfly. You have no brain. What are you doing? What the frick is wrong with this stupid butterfly? Okay, let's try. Let's go back to this origin being in the corner. Why are you all the way over there? Okay, this has to be the other thing. I'd have fricked up. What? 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 Um... But, like, he is literally a man. That is not a pal. That is a man. In my mind, Catrice and Bastigor are married, okay? Like, I don't really do the whole shipping thing. But in this case... Yes, Catrice is a woman. Look at it. I know there's male and female Catrices, but that is so obviously a woman. And they have a little emo cat. I don't know what it's called. Little, like, pink and black emo cat. We have Catrice and Bastigor, whatever the frick he's called. The man lion wolf thing. We have them two, and then their kids are the emo looking cat, which is like the teenager. And then you have Gdevelop, which is like the mischievous toddler. You can't prove me wrong. I'm so tired of fighting with this today. Okay, here's my next question. Like, if this is being stupid, right, and it's not working properly, is it because I've rotated it? In which case, I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change the size of the file and make this longer because this I fricked up. Okay, or I can add, or I can make individual leaves and like cover it up. That's also an option. I might do that. Let's see. What can we spawn? You see, where is... Did I like frick something up? Because I think it's not even spawning where I'm telling it to. Did I not tell it the right spot? Spawn point, spawn point, spawn point. Yeah! This thing. It's not a phase, Mom. Oh god, the furries really went to town with this one, didn't they? Oh god, yeah, they really, Oh lord. Y'all need to chill out. It's just a cat. Like, calm your bits. Oh my goodness. It's just an emo cat. Like, leave it alone. I don't like the breeding guide is like on top. Like, I know you can do that in Power World, but like considering the fan art I'm seeing, I don't like that. Oh no. Why am I so tired? How long am I streaming for? 2 hours? I'm probably gonna end by like at the latest 4 because I'm tired and I want to try doing the night stream, so I'd rather not burn out before I even do that one. Excuse me. Why is it going down there? Lord have mercy. Okay, come on, you stupid thing. So if I put the origin, will you actually go where I'm telling you to go now, or are you gonna keep... You're literally a butterfly. Like, there you go. So it was rotating if that was the problem. Okay. I had to fight the butterfly. I got there in the end, but not without some casualties. See, the thing is, that wasn't meant to look realistic, and it ended up looking too realistic. I literally didn't even shade anything, so the styles kind of clash a little bit. So I don't like that. Lol. Oh, I haven't made that button work yet. Okay, hold up. actually, yeah, let's go here for a second. I'm going to, I'm gonna, always a good sign when I'm saying I'm gonna, Okay, foreground can be locked. I want this. Do is oh god, why? What the frick's going? I need context. Why is Captiva angry? Oh lord, they just shoved the whole Captiva in there, gave him a little butt with a shine and everything. What in the world's going on over there in Pocket Pear? Depressa with glasses is a mood though. Oh, her Bill, I love her Bill. I don't like that giant Anubis statue. I don't like big statues. They freak me out. Okay, so we're gonna do the whole loop-de-loop here. We're gonna catch a butterfly. add to my progress report because I'm starting to forget what I'm doing as I'm doing it. My head hurts a little bit. Might feel better after I have some lunch, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do that when I feed the cats. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so what have we done so far? Oh. Okay. I think what we need is a positive and negative sound for when you have caught the bug. Like, can we put the capture fail back? Okay, let me think. How would I want that to sound? Maybe like a beep sound. Enjoy your food. I'm thinking, how do I want to do this? Catching 1, catching 2. Okay, I want sound. let's find some like win and fail sounds. Okay. That one's cute. I like that one. Okay. Okay, let's just God. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the trumpet. That's not bad. Okay, let me find something we can watch while I eat. Okay, I don't know if there's swearing in this video, so content warning, I suppose, but I'm very curious.
Things have changed since the last time you left the building. What's going on out there will make you wish you were back in here. I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I'm not sure what's going on outside. All I know is I'm the only thing standing between us and them.
This line always stuck out to me. It implies that GLaDOS is keeping Combine out of Aperture Science throughout the events of Portal 1. But is this something she could actually do? Let's look through GLaDOS and the Combine's abilities to see who would come out on top. For this, I will specifically be looking through the Combine's Earth branch, as there isn't much known about their full-scale empire, other than it being completely broken and complete overkill for this matchup. For GLaDOS, I will specifically be going through a Portal 2 variant, as that is undeniably the strongest version. With all that out of the way, let's get
Okie dokie, have a good rest of your day.
Starting things off with the grunts, they're
Thanks
essentially
for coming.
17 police force but with better weaponry. Instead of stun batons and pistols, they have shotguns and manhacks. However, unlike soldiers, their armor is not bullet resistant in any way. They're more akin to stormtroopers. They're set dressing that does tasks. Moving on to the soldiers, we actually have a capable specimen for combative scenarios. Their armor is semi-bulletproof, they're semi-resistant to pain, and they're low-key terrifying. Through rigorous mental modification, these guys had their memories removed and replaced with combative training. They know how to use SMGs, grenades, shotguns, pulse rifles, rocket launchers, mounted turrets, rocket launchers, you name it. I think I forgot to mention they also know how to use rocket launchers. Now just take that and pump it with steroids and you got yourself a charger. Clad in heavy-duty gear, thick armor, and a super shotgun with a portable energy shield that absorbs incoming fire attached. If it weren't for the whole modification thing, this really makes you wonder why they even bother having grunts. Speaking of which, if you take a charger and pump that with steroids, you got yourself a suppressor. Instead of a super shotgun, they're equipped with a pulse minigun that turns anything in front of them into Swiss cheese. These guys are so efficient at killing with bulletproof armor and bulletproof shields that literally the only opportunity you can hurt them is when they take the time to reload. Above them are the Ordinals. Cold, calculated, emotionless, their reason for being to be tactical overseers on the ground for the other troops. Like everybody else, they're efficient killers and armed to the teeth with tactical weaponry, like shotguns, rifles, grenades, etc. Though their armor is not bulletproof similar to the grunts, they are certainly a force to be reckoned with when they have a rally of troops behind them. And if all of that is not enough, the Combine can always send in the elite. These guys are rare but terrifying. They're like the Ordinals. They don't know fear, they don't know pain, they don't care about self-preservation, but they're the strongest, fastest, and smartest Combine variants you can come across. They're armed with pulse rifles, a brilliant, deadly mix of human and Combine technology that not only fires bullets at a high rate, but also fires a dark energy orb. This is a concentrated orb of dark energy that will vaporize any organic material it comes in contact with. It even looks like it is aiming for it half the time. It wants to kill. With all this, it is no doubt that the elite are the muscle of the Combine strike force. And at the head of it all is the Overwatch AI. She is an AI that overlooks and controls all the Combine's operations on Earth. Whenever a soldier gets injured, she has stimulants keep them awake. When a soldier is down, she sends reinforcements to that area. She'd see every combative scenario through cameras, manhacks, and Combine troops, and learn how to create better strategies. If a resistance is too great, she'll send alien units like gunships, striders, and hunters to take them down. Mobility would absolutely be on their side, and thanks to the AI, they'll learn from every encounter and anything GLaDOS throws at them. Granted, there aren't an endless amount of troops and aliens equipped for advanced combat and domination, but you can see how they'd be a formidable threat. So with all this in mind, could GLaDOS even stand a chance? Honestly, I think she'd have a pretty good shot. For her lack of agility, GLaDOS more than makes up for it with her god-tier multitasking. She's so efficient at her job, she fully cleaned and restored the entirety of Aperture Science in just a couple of hours. Keep in mind, this is a facility that spans miles in all directions, and have been completely taken over by nature. She's also hyper-intelligent, able to invent robots physically on par with peak humans and nanobots for doing jobs on the microscopic level. She's also a master manipulator. She won't just set up a trap for you, oh no. She'll straight up mock you before, during, and after you fell for the trap. She doesn't just test with portals, she'll test with your patience too. GLaDOS is one of the most formidable AIs in fiction, and the only one that can boast to in addition having a heartbreaking singing voice. But she wouldn't be anything without her facilities, so how would the Combine fare against that? It's implied the Combine know of Aperture's existence, and likely already know where it is, but most of their knowledge on the company itself would likely come from the missing Borealis. Other than that, they don't know what's kept inside the facility, or what GLaDOS even is. In this scenario, they'll believe it to be a base of operation for the Resistance, and their goal is to infiltrate it and disable GLaDOS. But right off the bat, traversing Aperture would be an absolute nightmare, even for the Combine. Not only do they not know where GLaDOS is, the facility is not at all designed with human convenience in mind. Without a portal gun, you'll have to rely on walkways looming over pits and walking through back rooms that resemble less of a workspace and more of a labyrinth. They could try their luck with building bridges over the vast bottomless pits, but yeah, good luck with that. At the very least, thanks to their gas masks, they'll be immune to her trademark deadly neurotoxin, so at least I got that going for them. On the flip side though, because there's no organic life in the facility, most of their dirty tactics like using head crab missiles or even dark energy orbs aren't really going to have any effect on this place. And keep in mind, that's just getting around. GLaDOS would be actively trying to kill them every step of the way and setting up booby traps wherever she can. She could place waves of turrets down hallways or across pits, place emancipation grills to disintegrate their weapons and very likely their gear too, redirect launching pads to launch soldiers into laser grills, redirect elevators to bring them into the opera room. Yeah, you're not coming out of this alive. Or she could drop them all into a chamber and get free test subjects. Honestly, she'd probably prefer that. When she found a vault filled with hundreds of human test subjects inside, she killed all of them through testing within a week. Well, okay. What about alien soldiers? Striders would be able to take out 1,000 turrets easy. That's true. They are essentially if you made a tank out of a Japanese spider crab. But even that is going to have trouble navigating the place. It's either going to be out in the open and exposed to whatever GLaDOS has in store, or it's cramped in tight backroom spaces and small wedges. It's not doing either of those. Gunships and dropships would have a better time making their way across the facility and pushing back GLaDOS' defenses, but there's nothing really stopping GLaDOS from starting up a light bridge right in front of them. Or she could go the Wheatley route and smash them between giant spikes. I can't really think of a scenario where going at GLaDOS head-on isn't doomed to fail, or at the very least would take months at a time to make any progress. But could they build bases in GLaDOS' blind spots? That's how Doug Ratman survived for so long and how Chell evaded her. Fair enough, she can't reach every part of the facility and the Combine could easily set up fortresses in one of these blind spots, and there's almost nothing she could do to push back against this. Almost. Honestly, GLaDOS could invent anything. She created Atlas and Peabody specifically to be expendable robots she could have do tasks that no human could complete. What's stopping her from giving them both legit firearms and sending them into Combine bases to wipe them all out? If they blow up, no skin off her nose, she can make new ones instantly. I'd suggest she could easily send in more than 2 at a time, but honestly, even a 19-year-old girl defeated a small army of Combine soldiers in a couple of hours. She'd probably only need 2. Of course, there are scenarios where the Combine would win. If they ever found out about the portal technology GLaDOS has access to, they could call for help from off-world. It'd be GG's for GLaDOS then. If they delve deep enough, they could possibly discover the early model of GLaDOS and take control of the real thing from there, and there wouldn't be a thing she could do about it. But as far as I know, GLaDOS has never used portal technology to set up a trap or kill anybody or anything of the sort, and I highly doubt she will let the Combine know of a way of easily traversing the facility and evading her. As for the older model, while they could discover it, that would take a significant amount of time, and a significant amount of resources to even discover. Old Aperture is about 3.5 miles downward. That is going to take a long time for them to build down there, and I don't really think they'd have a motive for going down there in the first place. In addition, it's entirely possible that GLaDOS would be able to detect and possibly tamper with the Overwatch AI. We know Aperture has the ability to detect rogue AIs wirelessly.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about!
Take this with a grain of salt, as this is a bit of speculation on my part. However, if we went with GLaDOS from the original Portal game, I feel like we'd be looking at a different story. While in theory, high-energy pellets and rocket turrets could do a decent amount of damage to individual Combine soldiers,
Ah, that was good. I was so hungry.
Back the entirety of the Combine army, given what they have at their arsenal. In addition to the intelligence dampening spheres, she's gonna have a hard time cleaning out the facility as fast as they can destroy it. In general, everything I just said is going to be significantly lessened by this intelligence dampening sphere effect. Besides dropping a few turrets in front of you, she does next to nothing in terms of stopping you from reaching her. So while Portal 2 GLaDOS would probably be able to keep the Combine out of her facility, Portal 1 GLaDOS would have a significantly harder time doing so. So I'll say GLaDOS was half right. She is capable of keeping the Combine out of aperture, but under specific conditions. Portal 2 GLaDOS, though, would absolutely be capable of doing so.
Portal 2 GLaDOS, she would absolutely maul everyone in her coming within
And she has enough resources to keep it up for as long as she needs.
a
Eventually,
10-mile
Combine would
radius
likely
of the
see
building.
aperture
Never
loss
mind.
cause, and that's probably the same conclusion they came to in the game. More often than not, GLaDOS wins.
Yes, but if they send in a bunch of birds, she's screwed. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I kind of want to just see what would happen if I just made like a placeholder background. Actually, first, let me add my already made. Excuse me. Already made background. Okay, we need it to be darker and darker green, so this light green will stand out. Okay, so it needs to be Probably gonna go a few more minutes and then we'll stop because I still want to do the stream later. So we'll go in the exact order it's supposed to go. I kind of do want a catch button. This will also be note paper, so what size? We'll do 440 by 145. don't feel like dealing with this button now. So we have it. We're not doing it right now. Wait a minute. Trying to remember what this sounds like. Okay, we're gonna use this one. Music will definitely add to it. I just wanted to see. Okay. Okay, I've done enough. My head hurts. I want to lay down. I'm tired. So, hope y'all had a good time. I'll see y'all tonight, probably around 9. If I can start earlier, I will. But probably about 9 to 11. So not that long. But yeah, I'll see y'all tonight. See how we feel. Yeah, bye!